Okay, round two, and we're on the draw. We're going to keep this hand. Our opponent is mulliganing, keeping at 6, and playing first. Alright. Let's play Swamp first, in case we get that Pharykis Cure. No 2-drop is nice. Alright, 3-drop I'll accept. So at least we can go 3, 4, 5. 4-drop Cyclops or Sudama. I guess it makes more sense to do the Cyclops, I think. So it looks like he missed his land drop because he played first. Yeah, I'd much rather him use a burn spell on this. Alright. Sudama is looking better now because of the Sedge Scorpion. So I think we'll just slam a Sudama and then pass. I could trade an Adept for a Sedge Scorpion. That Scorpion's not getting any less annoying, but the thing is I actually want to continue to block the Leaf Crown Dryad. It's not worth it to trade the damage there. Okay. So he gets our Sudama. I think we just swing Adept and then drop Stone Shock Giant. Okay. So he's going to mill us, I'm assuming. Mills himself, interestingly enough. Gets rid of a Reaper and Annihilate's Disciple. So maybe if he's playing Rescue from the Underworld, the Return Centaur makes sense. Pharykis Cure was a great draw here, so we get to kill the Sedge Scorpion and swing with the Stone Shock Giant. He can double block and kill it, but we can actually Dragon Mantle and kill both his guys. But if we Dragon Mantle... No, it's not a big deal. Let's Dragon Mantle first. Okay, so now we Pharykis Cure the Scorpion. And we swing with the Stone Shock Giant. And I'm willing to trade both of those. Might as well get in with the Adept too. Yeah, this trade I'm actually okay with because we have the Cyclops and the Read the Bones follow-up. So I'm actually willing to do this. I feel like this trade isn't that bad for me. It's really not bad at all. 2 for 2ing, and it's really like 2 for 1ing because the Dragon Mantle drew us a card. So I think I'm actually okay with this trade. Like I said, I have the follow-up play with the Cyclops and the Read the Bones. Right? Or... I guess not, but if I draw a land I do. I can do Cyclops plus Read the Bones. So actually I want to Read the Bones next turn first. Okay, Nemesis is a big dude. So now the mill himself makes a lot more sense. Let's Read the Bones first. Find a land. Yeah, both of those seem good to me, actually. So now we'll play the Cyclops and pass. So it's 5 cheaper, so it only costs him 4 to make it a 10-10. We're going to take it this time. Right, so he's not pumping. No follow-up play. Interesting. So he's probably got a way to kill the Cyclops. Is that what I should presume? Ah, perhaps he's got the... Well, if he has Savage Surge, he can't do it anyway, so I guess we swing, and then we'll drop Reveler Cerberus. Okay. This is going to be a tough one to race, but I think we just take the beating this turn as well, because I want to crack back for a decent amount of damage. Okay, so we are going to take the damage here. He can pump. All right. So I think our plan is bestow the two-headed Cerberus, and then we'll leave both of these guys back, just in case he's got removal for one. I think that's our best move. So we bestow the Cerberus. Could bestow the Adept, which makes sense, but we need to... I think we have to race. We don't really have the luxury. So we're just swinging Cerberus. Got to leave back both our guys in case he's got removal. Yep, he had multiple Lash of the Whips. So this one, at this point, I think seems pretty well impossible to win. That's not quite true. No, I think it actually is true. I think we can't quite win this one. So we'll just block here. Hopefully he tries to level. Nope, no such luck. Wait, can he still do it? He might not be able to do it anymore. Oh, he can't. Sweet. Okay. So we get to kill his nemesis. That's gonna dramatically change this game. Alright, we're in top deck mode now. Yep, that was a pretty good draw. There's our good draw. It's a lot of Nyxborn wolves. So I think he could have easily won if he had just rode his Nemesis of Mortals to victory. He still gets a Nemesis here, but it's too late. Yeah. So if he had just rode that thing to victory, I think he actually would have pretty easily beat us. I guess we don't even technically have to show him that, do we? All right. So ended up beating him with Hammer Furfros, thankfully. That was a really clutch draw there. And like I said, I think he could have beat us with Nemesis of Mortals. He didn't need to do that Nyxborn Wolf turn. I think he could have, I don't know. But I'm glad he didn't go all in on it early. He kept up Lash of the Whip 2 turns in a row, and then instead of leveling it up or monstrositying it, he dropped a couple wolves. So that worked out for us. Do we have a sideboard against this deck? Black-green. I don't think so. Cutthroat Maneuver, but no. I should have gotten a Death Touch. So the Necrobite, it turns out, would have been better for us than the Rise to the Challenge. But at the point I picked the Rise to the Challenge, I didn't realize that. But in retrospect, I think I should have. The Necrobite would have helped, would have actually made this deck a lot better, I think. Having that actual, like, trick that's hard removal. But that's okay. I mean, we're threat heavy, removal light. So we're just going to have to tolerate that. All right, let's try game 2. No moles for sure. We can definitely keep this hand. We don't have a second red source yet, but we've got a decent turn progression. All right, Scorpion it is. Perforos is a good draw, especially with the red devotion we currently have in hand. I can trade a Scorpion for a Reveler. Looks like he wants to as well. Oh, I can trade a Rise of the Challenge for a Scorpion. I'd rather do that. I want the red devotion out there is the reason. And yes, it does make his Nemesis cheaper, but that's okay. I think the red devotion is actually kind of important right now. I guess I would be willing to trade Reveler for a Leaf Crown here, but it also makes his guy even cheaper. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still don't have the devotion to turn Perforos on, but I don't want to make this trade now. I changed my mind, so we're just going to drop Perforos. Next turn, we can drop the Emissary. Perhaps I should have dropped Emissary first, actually, now that I think about it, but that's okay. It would have been a better play. Okay, so we take our 2. Yep, that makes sense. Ill-tempered is a good draw, so we're going to do that one instead. Definitely leaving that on top. So now we'll drop our Cyclops, deal our damage, and pass. So we need to turn Perforos on here, but once we do that, we're good. Oh, okay. 1, 2. Okay, so we're still just a little bit short. At this point, I think we trade Reveler for Wolf, and then we follow up with Emissary plus Dragon Mantle. And then Hammer. I want to play the Dragon Mantle this turn to get the extra card. Maybe that's wrong. No, if I go Emissary, I can also do Hammer too, though. And then Emissary Mantle the next turn to turn on Yeah, that's probably a better... Let's do the setup play. I think the setup play is the better one. Okay, so I do have to remember he's got Lash of the Whip in his deck, but at least it doesn't kill the Perforos. Alright, he's got Nemesis. That's not a huge deal, actually. So it costs 4... How much does it cost to... 1, 2 creatures in graveyard, so this costs 7 to activate. So he's at least a ways away from that. Mountain was a good draw, so we're going to do our Perforos' Emissary. Deal our damage. We're going to bestow here, turn on our Perforos, draw our card, and we got Lightning Strike too. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we crash in here and here, and I actually leave up Lightning Strike. Just in case he bestows something on Leaf Crown Dryad. Okay. Alright, so I think we actually kill him with the Lightning Strike, because we'll just make it so he can't double block the Perforos' Emissary, and then we'll spit out a Hammer as well as Pump Team. Yeah, I don't think he can get out of this. So let's kill the Baleful Eidolon. Take his damage, attack in, and Pump Team. Alright, sweet. Got round 2. I'll see you in the finals.